Story goes that every generation has one. Some damn soul cursed to ride the earth.
Happy New Year. I know it's well into the new year now, well into January, but just thought I'd give you guys an update on the van. Well, as I sit here now, it's Saturday, not a damn thing has been done. So for 3 weeks, more than 3 weeks, nothing. All right, we had to scrap 2 weeks because of Christmas and New Year. Nothing was happening, but yeah, they've just been waiting for parts. Apparently there's been a big problem with Ford in the UK due to asbestos at their warehouse or something like that. So all the parts now are coming in from Germany and Belgium. So they were sitting there just waiting on these parts to come in. I got confirmation yesterday that they are now in fact in. So the vehicle, the van, is going to be wheeled into the workshop, get all the suspension sorted out, and then it'll go into the body shop work, for the body shop work. So it still looks like it's going to be the end of the month, possibly sooner, but he said, you know, just if we shoot for the end of the month, try and get it back before, it's better. Yeah. But that's what we're dealing with. So yeah, just I'm in the small car. Lucky to have another car to use, but yeah, it's not the same as having a van. So I'm just sitting there sort of, you know, every day I'm pining, longing for my van, and yeah, just missing it. Wheels, the wheel situation, they can't get the same wheel in a single unit, so it's a new set of wheels, which is a pain in the ass as well. So I figured I'm just going to swap out all the wheels. So we're going to go for 16s. It's on 18s at the minute. 16s with big BF Goodrich dual purpose off-roady kind of wheels to go with that new bar on the front and the side bars and all that stuff. Yeah, that's the update on the van. Once it's done, I will get it back. I will do a full van tour showing you the new pop top that I just put on, the new wheels, the bars, everything that makes my van that I love. And now, having the van off the road for 3 weeks, it really makes me wonder how people can do it full-time. You know, full-time van life. You are just putting yourself at such high risk. Because if I didn't have, you know, somewhere to live and another car to use, I mean, if I was living in my van, and now that van has been on in a compound for 3 weeks, I can't live in the compound, in the van. Yeah, what would you do? So putting all your eggs in one basket because you are a van lifer and you live in a van, I mean, that's terrifying. You are one misfortune away from absolute homelessness. Unless you've got a nice little slush fund tucked away where you can, you know, stay in an Airbnb or something like that for a month. I mean, what would you do? All your, you know, all your belongings squeezed in your van or your motorhome. I mean, you if you didn't have the money, you'd be throwing yourself on the mercy of others and their charity. And that's not a situation I'd ever want to be in, because I'm so self-reliant and self-resilient, you know. I wouldn't want to throw myself on the mercy of people's charity. Can I sleep in your spare room? Can I sleep on your couch? Van's off the road. That's really a bad situation, especially for a man, you know. So anyone putting all their eggs in one basket thinking they've found freedom. They've hacked the matrix. They've escaped it. They've escaped the matrix. They've hacked it, hacked the system. You haven't. You've just backed yourself into a corner and you're one step away from absolute destitute homelessness. You know? You cannot rely on a van. You know, if you're in the middle of nowhere, you get a puncture, you get a problem with your suspension, which is what happened to mine. You know? I would not want to be in that situation where your van's being towed off with all your belongings in it. You can quickly scrabble, you know, to get your stuff out, and you've got everything you need in a bag, and you're shuffling off down the road. I mean, that's a terrible, terrible situation. So I just wouldn't ever do that to myself. You know, in life you have to have your plan A, but you also have to have a plan B and a plan C, just in case. But to just say, oh yeah, everything's going to be fine, it ain't going to be fine. Be fine for a little while, and then something happens that you have to deal with. And living in a van isn't the solution, unless you've got two vans. You've got a backup van, a plan B van. It's really not good. And I know that because I use my van every day for my work. You know, it is my little home from home. So being without it for 3 weeks has really affected my comfort at work because of the nature of what I do. And it's not very pleasant not having my van. So if that was your home and all of a sudden it's been loaded on the back of a truck and it's now in a compound for 3 weeks, where do you stay? Not good. So yeah, anyone thinking about full-time van life, make sure you've got money in the bank and you have a plan B. And if you want to throw yourself on the mercy of your parents, you know, go back to sleep in the bedroom that you know, your childhood bedroom, or go and sleep on your friend's couch or your ex-missus's couch. Yeah, not good. You know, cap in hand, head down, tail between your legs. Again, as a man, I couldn't do that to myself. I have to be self-resilient and survival mode all the time. Look after myself, ready to react to any situation. Not going to go begging. No chance. So anyway, like I say, full-time van lifers, if you are thinking about doing that route, going that route to full-time van life, make sure you got a ton of cash tucked away and maybe a second van or some sort of big vehicle that you can stay in should the worst happen, unless you're happy to, you know, beg someone to give you charity. Just my 2 pence worth. Let's talk about dogs. Now, I had dogs. I had 2 dogs. I had an English Bull Terrier and a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and they were beautiful. But they smelt. And it doesn't matter how clean you clean that house, it's still a house with dogs in. And that smells like a house with a dog in. Or 2 dogs, in my case. So yeah, for 10 years I had 2 dogs. And it was nice. Would I have dogs again? No, not a chance. Firstly, they're too much of a bind. Secondly, they smell. Doesn't matter how much you think you clean, how much you spray everything down and disinfect. They're dogs, and dogs smell, and they leave fur everywhere. And the idea of having a dog in an enclosed environment like a van, oh God, that's disgusting. How people can live in a van with a dog, or 2. Seen 2 dogs in a van. I mean, you know, the owner says, oh no, they don't smell, I don't smell. You've got used to it, that's all. You smell like a dog. You smell like a smelly dog. Dogs stink. I love them. I'm not anti-dog. I love them. But they are dirty. Cats are dirty as well. They don't stink because they don't really sweat, but you know, they leave fur and shit everywhere, don't they? And they go outside and they bring in fucking God knows what. Parasites, all sorts of stuff. Dogs and cats do. And if they're licking your face and everything, well, there's a good chance you've got parasites that you don't even know about. Yeah, you've got a bit of ringworm and tapeworm and God knows what else worm. But yeah, just having a dog in a van, sleeping in bed with you. Oh, Jesus. There's a popular van lifer called Amy in a van, and she's got this stupid little Yorkshire Terrier thing, and she takes it out. It's rolling in shit, rolling in mud, jumps on her bed, does all this on her pillow, licking her face. Christ, no wonder she's single. I bet that van stinks. I bet she stinks. Smells like a dog. Any poor bloke that would hook up with that just be like, oh no, you're all right, love. I'll go and knock one out. You're fine. I'll go and smash one out on my own. You can keep that, all your parasites and your fur and God knows what else you've got. No, you know, but when you do see people living in vans with dogs, big no-no, big no-no. Dirty, filth, you know, sleeping in bed with you. You're sleeping in a big dog bed. Oh. Put it this way, when I got my roof put on the van, when I got back in the van after it had been done, I looked, there was dog hair in it, because the bloke, I didn't ask him, but I know what dog hair looks like. He obviously had a dog, and it was all over him. Yeah, doesn't matter how clean his clothes he thinks they are. Dog fur on his clothes that are transferred onto my chairs and everything, my seats. So it's just not nice. It's not hygienic. It's quite disgusting. You know, keep your dogs in the yard, fine, protection. But when you start bringing them in and sort of treating them like children, putting little clothes on them, sleeping with them, stinking with them, not good. I mean, you tell me, is it a good thing? Because that fur gets everywhere, gets in everything. I mean everything. It gets inside you as well. It is foul. And yeah, the parasite side of things as well, where they're running around outside eating dead animals, eating their own, eating shit, dog shit, eating all sorts of crap, ingesting these vile parasites, and then they're licking your face, licking your tongue, licking your mouth. It's like, jeez, sick. So for me, try and change my mind. Try and give me a new angle where it all makes sense, because to me it doesn't make sense. Living in a van, in a house, in a flat is disgusting, but especially a small little environment like a van or a motorhome with a dog. Right, motorbikes. Yeah, the Harley's just been sitting there waiting with a box of parts next to it, waiting to be done, but I've been working. Christmas has been in the way, New Year's been in the way, dark nights, long dark nights have been in the way, cold -6 weather has been in the way, so nothing's moved there. So I've just been really frustrated, sort of sitting there pulling my hair out, what's left of it, and yeah, just longing for sunshine. Got a little bit of sunshine today, but we're working today. So when I get my next rotation off, I'm gonna hopefully get some work done. I got 4 days off a little while ago, last week, and it was raining for like three of them. It was just like, oh, this is pointless. What's going on? So that is where we are in the van and the Harley situation. But as soon as the weather breaks and I get some time, I'm going to start working on the Harley, by which time the van will be back, and I just want to get on the road. Man, I need a little breakaway. Really need to just go anywhere. Yeah, even if it's up to Scotland or something, or down to Cornwall, anywhere. Just or over to France. I don't know, just need a little break. Desperate. And that is it. That is the update. Triumph, yeah, I might be sticking some pipes on them, but that's farther down the list of things to do. But main priorities is getting the van back, get it all sorted, get it running on some nice new rims, and yeah, just get back in the game. Because at the minute, I feel like a dog without a bone. It's not good. Anyway, I hope that's been informative. I will be doing a lot more videos when I have time and the weather and everything to do them. But until then, I mean, I haven't even ridden my bikes for a couple of weeks, you know. So it's just, yeah, it's all a bit crap at the minute. But yeah, like I say, that is the update, and I will keep you up to date and let you know what's going on as soon as something does go on. But until then, it's just been hunker down, just get through the weather, get through the winter, get through the work. But as soon as we get something exciting to report, we will be reporting it. So until then, speak to you in the next one.